Hey, I just feel like explaining my feelings about Mike Tyson's fight 2 days ago. I'm still not over it, and whoever I call, they cannot understand my feelings. I cried for 2 days, and I was feeling like maybe I can just put it out on internet, so it might resonate with anybody, or I might have a discussion with somebody who is interested in it, because neither my dad nor my mom, they're over it. They don't want to discuss this. So basically, I think that what happened is, let me give you a little pre-context of who I am. So I'm not a boxer. I did boxing for a little less than a year, I believe. But my story with Mike Tyson is that my father used to be a boxer, and I basically grew in the environment of posters of Mike Tyson everywhere in the house, and I got inspired very quickly, and I watched every single of him multiple times. I watched every single documentary on Mike Tyson ever existent. I watched, I believe, every single podcast of Mike, and what was a passion before for Mike Tyson's perseverance grew into love for personality of Mike Tyson. So I'm not a random what is it, Zoomer, Gen Z, Gen X, I don't know. I'm not a random TikTok girly who never actually was interested in Mike Tyson. So my love for Mike Tyson was kind of deep, if I can say so. So why I got so hurt is that the idea, the image of Mike Tyson that I cherished, it just crashed. And of course, Mike Tyson does not owe me anything. He does not owe me being a perfect image. He does not. But at the same time, me as a human, and more specifically me as a girl, as a woman who is very emotional and who does develop great emotional attachment, I was deeply frustrated, and I don't like the word disappointed, because it does imply that Mike would owe me anything, which he does not. So yeah, I was deeply frustrated. Him saying to this little girl that he himself does not care about anything, about his legacy. Again, I'm just sorry for being emotional. I just feel like he got lost. He got lost with those shrooms and weed, etc. You know that he's been through les hauts et les bas. He's been through it all, and he knows what the darkness is. And I think that it's just one of the periods of these times when he was at his lowest, and therefore those poor decisions, I don't know who let him fight in this state, in this condition, but yeah, Mike is a grown-ass man, and he can do wherever he wants. And also, when we were shown those episodes of Mike's Corner and how they talked to him, I felt like they didn't motivate him. They did not motivate him at all. And he really needed this D'Amato talk. And I think the part of him, that one of the reasons why he performed the way he performed, I just hope that he got what he needed to, and I just hope that one day he will admit that he shouldn't have done that. It just feels so unfair. It just feels so, I don't know. Mike, and again, it's my responsibility too of what I perceive people as, because I do not know them. And even if I knew them, they do have the choice, the freedom of doing what they want. But I don't know, Mike just literally gave this image of paying due respect to the sport and just staying a good fighter. I don't know, a true fighter. I think, yeah, a true fighter, no matter what. But at the same time, it actually is our responsibility as viewers not to idolize him. Yeah, that's what I did. Because if you saw his videos, he always said that he's not better than Ali. I believe he did think that he was a better fighter, but the mind, yeah. I calmed down a little, but still very much under the weather, and I just wanted to add that by the way, if you don't know, I did my diploma on Mike Tyson. Once again, that proves that I'm not just a random girly. Also, I thought that in the world of media, of digital, of all these one-day fighters, Mike stayed the light of something true, really. And we didn't expect him to start behaving as other one-day fighters. But it does bring money, apparently. So yeah, it was kind of harsh to acknowledge. And whenever you heard Mike speak, he was always into integrity. Whenever he spoke about Cas D'Amato, you saw how pure his soul was. Even though he went through the worst, he stayed very, very pure. I don't know if I can say so, but I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, it was very unexpected to see him kind of fall in the moral aspect of the fight. And I also have to point out that he was quite impressive in the way he defended himself. He took the punches, which is great at his age. But yeah, it was heartbreaking. The loss, the actual physical loss, didn't do much to me. Yeah, it was upsetting, but truth be told, it was something that deep down we knew that would happen. The dude is 58, and then this late episode that happened to him in June, like, he definitely was not in his best condition, and just the lifestyle he was living, it's truly not about the physical loss to me. Even though I would love him to win, I wouldn't love it to be scripted either. So I don't think it was scripted, and this is one of the good aspects of that. But I do think that Jake Paul held back a little bit, especially in the later rounds. It did not do Mike justice, because they made him look humiliated. They made him look pitiful. I don't know. I hated it for him. And I'm not sure how long is the clip where Mike was asked, what would you do? What would you ask Casdemato if you could send him an email? And he answered with tears in his eyes that he would just ask, how did he do? And I don't know if I want to pacify myself, but I'm just sure that the moment where Mike was taking the decision to go into the fight, he didn't think of Cass. He didn't think of none of that. So yeah, I don't know. That's it. He just couldn't care less this time, which is understandable. We are humans. You guys, 2 hours later, and I just realized that this whole thing is literally me idolizing Mike, and which is not right. But I needed to hold on to something to be inspired, to move on in my own life. So still no regrets, and very grateful for Mike. But yeah, I just came to the realization that even in that video, where the interviewer asked him about his regalia, Mike answered even back then that it's garbage for him. He didn't care. He couldn't care less, right? Guess what? He never loved boxing. He never did. Truth be told, he never liked boxing. He cried before going to the ring. He was grateful for boxing to pull him out from this poverty. He was grateful for Cass D'Amato, but that's it. He didn't enjoy boxing. He was scared of what he was becoming at the ring. He just followed what Cass D'Amato wanted him to be, and he was making somebody else's dream come true, right? And as soon as he could retire from boxing, he did. I believe that he did boxing as long as he needed to make a living, and as soon as he got it, he left because he never enjoyed it. He couldn't care less about legacy, right? I just came into to realize that, and is it sad? Maybe, but I prefer the truth.